Cody and Coin in the house. Happy you guys had a killer day yesterday. It's going to be another great day today, guys. The market's looking good. A lot of good opportunities out there. So I'm really excited to get into today. We're going to get straight into it, but we got to remember, like, when the market's flatlining, going sideways, that's when there's no opportunity. If it's going up, if it's going down, there's always opportunity. You know, when the market was at the start of the year, it was like slipping, sliding. You know, it was going down, panic, fear, blah blah blah. Everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a terrible." You know, people who aren't traders saying it's a terrible time to trade. How are you making it? It's like, no, it's not. It's a great time to trade. If you know what you're doing, there's an opportunity. That's what we're paid for as traders. The opportunity, not our time. Kimberly and Kenneth in the house as well. Good to see you guys in here. It's going to be a great day. You're right, Kenneth. Good opportunities today. We got a lot to go over. So we're going to get straight into it. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the overall market conditions are doing. The Dow futures are pointing to a decline this morning. They actually just did get a nice little pop on them as stocks around the world are a little bit lower following new tensions between China and Hong Kong. CoinFox, make volatility great again. Absolutely. So Cody traded DIS yesterday. Great move there. Like he said, the faster the move, the weaker the trend is going to be. I wanted to take a look at DIS real quick for you guys because I like to look back and just kind of go over some trades that, you know, in hindsight, so we can get an idea on future perspective. Look at this. This is a trade that I like to take a lot. When a move like this, when DIS, any stock is already overbought from the day prior, it has a strong move intraday at the open. It's not a bad idea to short into a bounce and, risk off a high day there. Because oftentimes what these will do is kind of do like a little bouncy ball. They'll bounce a little higher, bounce a little lower than that. It's like dropping a basketball and just seeing it bounce lower, bounce lower. They start forming this squeeze pattern, and then we get the crack and the fade. So DIS, great trade there, Cody. Good opportunity there. Guys, let's get straight into the day. It's going to be a good day today. If you've been with the Avery day trading team this week, I've been green all week. I think you guys have as well. We're going to end the week strong as well. But I got very bad news for you guys. So I do apologize in advance. Monday, the market is closed. So we can't really be here. I mean, I'll still be here for pre-market stream if you guys want me to be. The market's closed on Monday. But today we're going to end our week on a very strong note. Cody, that's exactly how I made the dough. Killed it, bro. So, for those of you who are new in here today, gap up watch list up here in the top left. Follow my little cursor. Gap down watch list, bear scan watch list. These are providing us with overbought stocks on the day. So, we're going to get into all this morning. Let's Kenneth take the day off. Let's do it. I know. So, oftentimes when the market is closed on like a Monday like that, people will start their weekends early. And they will, like today, for instance, they'll start their weekend Thursday night. They'll take a 4-day weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's usually, I've been in the market for about a little over 4 years now. I do see that happen quite a bit. So if things are a little slow today, let's just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. So let's go over how the market sentiment is going to be for some of these stocks that may be in the penny land. I know some of you guys like the penny land. We're going to go over everything in here. We're going to go over small caps, large caps, medium caps, every cap. We're going to cap them. We're going to cap them all. So this week, what have we seen? I know NAVB is popping up right now. We're going to go over that. Why it's popping up? This one's at highs right now. But just to get a sentiment, a feel for kind of these smaller price stocks, let's go over it this week. What have we seen? SONM. What do we see here? This stock, pop, drop. Pop, drop, lock, pop, and drop them. All right, SONM. And it's not a coincidence. This one, upper shadows all across the board, but this was our leading gapper the other day. CCCL, same story. This one, got to pull up the 5-day. This one, leading gapper, pop, drop. CCCL, SONM, SNCA, same thing. Pop, drop. What else? PHUN, pop, and drop. So what's going to happen here with any of these other penny stock plays? Probably, and especially since, volume is going to be a little lighter today, I wouldn't expect anything to get a huge, massive move on it. Now, yesterday, SURF. Let's go over SURF. This one right now is kind of holding a little bit. Not bad. What happened with SURF? They had an oncology partnership with Merck and Company. So they're still holding. Yesterday, I think it was pretty much ETB. ETB across the board, which means what? Easy to blow up. It really was. But if you manage risk well on these trades, you'll be fine. But SURF, guess what? It hit this upper trend line right here. That's why we always do what? We look left of the chart to figure out where our resistance and support levels are. So SURF, it came up, tapped, it kind of closed this gap here. Ended up tapping about 730, 725 there. So SURF, what's going to happen today? Well, traditionally, day 2, after a big overbought move like this, we'll see a little bit of selling pressure, but this is holding up right at about 576 right now. So it really didn't go up, go down in after hours. So with that being said, all the shorts that were in this yesterday are probably not too excited about that. We could see some covering at the start of the day. What about longs in this? We do have some longs still underwater a little bit. I mean, I think there's a lot. It's a mixed bag here on SURF. It certainly is. But not only that, we do have support. What is it, 576 right now? So if we zoom in here, we do have, it's sitting right above support. So we look back here, about $6, 575. So we got to see what's going to happen here with SURF. It's not really a trade for me. I'm probably going to be avoiding this one today, just because I don't see an edge necessarily for me. But it could move again. Obviously, it's going to move. It could go up or down. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Brad, finally you're in here. I'm in here, I promise. Cody, Fun has news, which is the reason current spike. Yeah, exactly. The thing has news every other day. Some of these companies just, people buying them up right now, guys. CoinFox, TLRY going to have a short squeeze at the open. Yeah, TLRY is certainly one we want to go over today. That is a marijuana play. There's a lot of, several marijuana plays we need to go over this morning. Everyone's sitting at home in this quarantine, smoking it up, lighting it up. All their earnings report for Q1 are killing it. So, let's go ahead and get into those. So we have ACB, we have TLRY, just like Coin brought up. So let's go over those right now. And I know we're gonna be going over a lot of plays this morning, guys. There's a lot to look at. There are really good ops that I do want to, some good short plays I want to get into. So just stay in here, stay in chat. I'm gonna type them all out for you guys at the end. It's gonna be a little overwhelming here at first. ACB yesterday, what did it form? Nice little inverse head and shoulders pattern. What is an inverse head and shoulders pattern? Well, let's take a look. Exactly that. We have a neckline. We have first shoulder, second shoulder, head. What is it? It's the opposite of a head and shoulders. So this is a bullish pattern, inverse head and shoulders. And we have exactly that. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, break. This one came right back down to this neckline, though. Right about now, it's sitting right there pretty heavy. This ACB has been a hot play recently. And why is that? The whole marijuana sector has been hot. This one came out with really good earnings recently for Q1, and then also, which is very smart of the company or whoever informed them of this, I would do the same thing, is they waited for shorts to get all gathered up into ACB. So shorts were taken over, this thing started fading on off, and that's when they said, okay, let's come out with our acquisition deal that we just did with another company. So they came out with that as soon as it already had a bunch of short interest on it, which is inevitably going to do what? Squeeze out shorts. So this thing is kind of hasn't made up its mind yet. The pattern's super weird just because of that. Because let's take a look at the pattern here. ACB. Yeah, we had yesterday on this, we had a lot of longs coming in. We see this lower shadow here buying this thing on up. So ACB, there's certainly a play here today on it as well as TLRY. So let's take a look at TLRY. So just know ACB is sitting right back at that support neckline. If you guys do want to trade that, TLRY had a huge ramp into the close yesterday. TLRY CoinStat going to have a huge short squeeze at the open. Had a short squeeze at the close yesterday too. This stock, massive move on it. Now TLRY, is it just moving because it's in that sector? TLRY, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, another marijuana company here. So this is a stock nearly with the with most of the volume on it this morning. Now, NVAB this morning is NAVB. This morning is our leading gapper this morning. See, at the top of the gap up watch list here, it's highlighted orange because right now it's getting a lot of activity, moving very quickly. Floats 14 million, not bad at all. This one is holding its gains at the moment. Now, let's zoom into the chart a little bit. Let's take a look left of the chart. Jonathan, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Surf equals CBay a few days ago. Yeah, I remember you brought up CBay as a good short play. So absolutely, I certainly agree with that. NAVB, it does have clear support and resistance on it. If we're going to be taking a trade here. What's it at right now? NAVB is sitting at about 322. So I had about 305 marked off as resistance, 250 as support. Sitting at about 325. So it's going to have a lot of resistance ahead. It certainly is. But some of this resistance will turn into what? Support as it breaks at. We'll see what's going to happen. NAVB is our leading gapper. It's where all eyes are going to be this morning. But like we just went over, I personally think NAVB is not going to sustain this move. Just because this whole week, everything kind of priced similar to NAVB, such as SONM, CCCL, PHUN, SNC8. We just went over all four of those. And guess what they all four did? They were all our leading gappers in pre-market this week, and they ended up not being able to sustain their moves either. And especially with the light volume in today, and also Monday being closed. I'm a little cautious for NAVB to sustain that move. So Robin and Elton in the house. What's going on, guys? Robin, I've either made a good profit or have been severely burned by ACB. ACB is really up and down, man. It really is. ACB is sometimes we trade these stocks that just have very confusing price action, and ACB is certainly one of them. Yeah, it did have a clear inverse head and shoulders on it, but when it looks like it's doing one thing, it's going to do the opposite. And this is how several stocks I've been trading this week have been. The price action has just been all over the place. So I agree. It's almost like a seesaw there. Got to be careful. So, guys, that's NAVB. I want to go over some short plays that I'm looking at this morning that I believe have some of the best potential. Really excited about these plays this morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those. These are straight off the Bear Scan Watchlist traders. Bear Scan Watchlist provides us with overbought opportunities. Now, these overbought opportunities, they provide us with some of the maximum opportunity on the day. And that's what we're paid for, that opportunity that they provide. If stocks are going sideways, there's no trade. There's no opportunity. We got to find stocks overbought, oversold. Now, I don't want to hear anybody, I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, something's going up, it has good news. Why would you short sell it? Absolutely not. What do we see? mRNA. mRNA, this stock pretty much came out with saying they had found the vaccine for the coronavirus. You know, they created this vaccine that was creating antibodies 100% with their 45 human trials that they had. So people would say, why would you short that? Guys, when something's going up, I don't buy high and hope higher. And that's at Avery day trading team. That's not what we do. We buy fear, we sell euphoria. We've been green all week. We're going to keep being green. You're doing the opposite of what the 90%ers do. So mRNA, yep, didn't have shorts there, but SRNE, that one was also the coronavirus sector. And guess what that one did? Oh my gosh, it's going up forever, guys. Put your moon boots on. It's going to the moon. Absolutely not. This thing came right back down. What goes up comes down. Faster the move, the weaker the trend is going to be. So mRNA, SRNE, those were our coronavirus plays this week. They failed as well. Now, I'm not seeing any coronavirus plays this morning, but I do see a couple stocks that we certainly need to go over for good short sell potential. Now, UNFI, we had been watching this entire week. This one's a little thin, but it ended up cracking that $18 level. Here's the descending triangle that it was forming on the chart. If you guys don't know what a descending triangle is, it's a very prominent pattern. We see a lot out there. It's one of my favorite, honestly, because it's after an overbought move. We get this is kind of good for us because we can visualize clear resistance and support on the chart. So we get a very overbought move, and just like the same basketball analogy we went over a little bit ago, you drop a basketball, it bounces, gets a nice little rebound on it, and then the rebounds get smaller and smaller and smaller and tighter, and it gets squeezed together in this pattern, and then we start seeing a crack. Now, 18 was absorbing. There were a lot of buyers at 18. It was absorbing orders. 23 dropped down to 18, held. Dropped down to 18 the next day, held. 18 again, held. The next day came back up and retested $20. We have been shorting it off of this trend line. I still have shorts here. It did crack this descending triangle pattern. It is trying to hold up around this area. So if we get a little pop out of the gates, I will look probably to short into UNFI. I like the pattern. It's a good setup. Pocket pair aces. Is it going to work 100% of the time? No, but I like the risk management here. Clear visual indicators that provide us with good risk, good reward. Now, some of the next plays I'm looking at this morning are going to be, what do we see on the Bear Scan watch list? We got BJ's. BJ's got very overbought yesterday as well. They did come out with good news, like they all do. First quarter said comparable club sales, they increased by 27%. But this is what I look at. We look left of the chart. The left of the chart provides us with good, clear indication of what the stock may or may not do with similar amounts of volume. Now, let's take a look at the daily chart on it. We had huge volume come into this, 25 million shares. I want to look at another day similar to yesterday and see what it did. And this is what we have here. These candlesticks are not quite as dramatic as the one it had yesterday, but it came right back down to the trend. Now, I have this trend line drawn right here. When it goes up, comes back down to it. Goes up, comes back down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, you guys get the point. So yesterday, we got way off the trend. It did come out with good news. It came out with good earnings. But this play did get overbought yesterday. $28 up to 35. So these people coming into the close, buying it up around 35, 36. I want to see this one open with lighter volume and some of these guys to start taking profits. I want to short into that and ride it down a little bit. BJ, I think, is a good setup for a nice little short, maybe fade throughout the day. It could climb. We did see it have day 2, day 3 green days. This day was very dramatic. That's a nice setup. I want to look to see this one get a little sell-off at the start of the day. If it does end up breaking 35.50-ish and holding these levels, it could get up to 36. And before, sometimes one of 3 scenarios usually happen here. Pop and drop, because it pops. A lot of these people take their profits, and then it naturally gets that resistance and sells off. It may just fade right out of the gates, or may grind. All right, so let's take a look at CLSN. CLSN's another good short play on the bear scan watch list this morning. Intensity stock watch in the house. B is my mentor, guys. The scanners I use, he created them. If you guys like these scanners, 30 off in the description below. CLSN this morning also had very overbought conditions. Let's take a look at the daily. What goes up must come down, guys. Day two hangover. This is a really nice opportunity. Look at this volume. Overbought conditions coming into CLSN. I do have shorts here at CMEG. And CLSN, what do I look for? Ramp to the close. Got a lot of buyers coming in into the day. Look at all this volume here. A lot of buyers coming into the end of the day here. I do like this one for a little short play as well. I think some of these are sleeper shorts that not a lot of eyes are on. And that's kind of what I look for. I'm not necessarily always just playing the stock that has all the volume. Now, NAVB is our leading gapper. That's where most eyes are going to be at the start of the day. Like I said, Monday's closed. This whole week, what have we seen? SONM, CCCL, PHUN, SNCA, every single one of our stocks that are kind of penny stock, 14 milli float, similar to NAVB, they've all failed. Yeah, they've been our leading gappers. They might get a little spike out of the gates, but they ultimately have failed. So I'm looking to end the week on a strong green note here. And my favorite plays probably this morning are going to be BJ and CLSN. CLSN, I like this one for a short. Now, you guys don't start shorting this one. Wait for the market to open on up. Guys are going to be shorting this before I can get into it. Yesterday, you guys know I traded INO. I think there's still a play here, but this one is heavy. Very heavy on the trend if you guys have shorts here. Here's the trend we got drawn. INO came right back down to it, scooped it on up. Like Cody said earlier, faster the move, the weaker the trend. That's what I'm looking for. Fast move. Fast means what? It means one of 2 things. Usually there's a lot of market orders going into a fast move, meaning that there's either panic or there's euphoria. And that's when we're looking to take the opposite side of the move. So it's very heavy on this trend. Let's extend it to the right. INO, yeah, it's under it right now, actually. So let's take a look at shorts for it if we have shorts. I'm going to start writing some of these out this morning, guys. TLRY, ACB, those are our marijuana stocks. UNFI, CLSN, BJ, some of our short plays. I'm going to start writing these out for you guys. If you have any questions at all, throw them down in chat. There's going to be a good opportunity today. Let's stay patient, though. Patient with a PAY. Let the opportunities come to us, and we will be good to go. All right, any questions, guys? I'm going to start writing these out. Leading gapper, NAVB. So 9:22 now, guys. That's going to be our watch list this morning. Really excited about today. Excited to see what's going to pop on off. Excited to see what is going to pop on off. Cody, love it. Thanks. Have a great 3-day weekend. I'm going to miss you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm going to be here Monday. We're going to do the pre-market stream. I'm kidding. Yeah, looking for a little pop on CLSN out of the gates, back up towards 270. And it just did actually get a pop. It's got 265 orders on it. So see what's going to happen there. BJ, I like that as well. Going to see what they do right out of the gates. Kimberly, absolutely no problem at all. Love helping you guys out. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me, averydaytrading@gmail.com. If you guys are interested in these scanners intraday, all in the description below. Let's kill it, guys. Predefine that risk. Proper risk management is key. The only thing worse than being wrong is staying wrong. All right? Preaching to the choir on that one. But let's get it, guys. Let's have a great day. We'll see you all first thing Tuesday morning.